What's up? It's Yahweh ben Israel. All praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Yahweh only. And besides him, there is no other God, neither shall there be after him. Title of this video is going to be 3 reasons why Yahweh has no begotten son. That's right. And as always, we're going to show the facts by his Holy Tanakh, by his book of truth, and expose the lies of the New Testament. Now, the first reason why Yahweh has no begotten son is because Yahweh is fair. He is very fair. People want to say, especially in Christianity, when these evangelists, they get questioned by the people that pull up on them, they'll say things like, oh, why would a loving God kill a bunch of innocent people? Why would a loving God send me to hell? And then Christians, because this religion is built on emotion and not by logic, they're going to just say anything that makes the person who is just as confounded as them, they're going to say anything that makes them feel better about their situation, instead of saying it as the book says. Now, we're going to show this example, this first example, on how Yahweh is fair. I want to show the first verse. Excuse me if I'm a little all over the place. I'm going to try to have this be organized as much as possible. Now, first we're going to show Matthew 27, verse 33, right? We're going to show this real quick. And in said verse, where it talks about, the crucifixion, it says, starting at verse 33 of Matthew 27, it says, "And when they were come unto a place called Begotten, that is to say, a place of a skull, they gave him vinegar to drink mingled with gall, and when he had tasted thereof, he would not drink. And they crucified him, and parted his garments, casting lots, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet. They parted my garments among them, and upon my vestures did they cast lots." It's not about JC, but that's for another video. If you want to just keep it short and simple, that's talking about King David, which again, they just took from what they spoke about in the Tanakh and put it in the New Testament. Plagiarized a lot of the writings of the Tanakh. Here we go. Where it says, "And sitting down, they watched him there, and set up over his head his accusation written, This is JC, the King of the Jews. Then were there 2 thieves crucified with him, one on the right hand and another on the left." Now, I want to know, why would Yahweh, being a fair God, kill his begotten son like this, right? Well, I'm going to show you and prove that Theos is the God of the New Testament and not Yahweh. Now, we're going to show an example of why Yahweh is fair right here, where it says, in Genesis, let me go find it real quick. Genesis chapter 20, I believe. Yes, Genesis chapter 20. And we're going to start where it says, this is the part where, we'll start from the top. It's all good. We'll start from the top. Appreciate y'all patience, remnant. Genesis 20 verse 1, where it says, "And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country, and dwelt between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar. And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, She is my sister. And Abimelech king of Gerar sent and took Sarah. But Elohim came to Abimelech in a dream by night, and said to him, Behold, thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife." Now watch this. Abimelech's like, well, hold on, because this is how Christians should be answering this question when people say, why would a loving God kill a bunch of innocent people? This is how they should answer it. Now watch this in the 4th verse. "But Abimelech had not come near her, and he said, Yahweh, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation?" This is what they should be pulling up. Instead of just lying, being prideful, and just making the person feel good, they need to come at them with the facts. Because even Abimelech pulled up on Yahweh, saying like, you gonna slay my righteous nation? I didn't sleep with her. I ain't do nothing with her. You really gonna kill us for nothing? Now let's continue to read where it says in verse 5. "Said he not unto me, She is my sister?" And this is exactly what Abraham told Abimelech, that she was his sister, even though she was his wife. And then watch how it gets good. "And she herself said, He is my brother. In the integrity of my heart and innocency of my hands have I done this. And Elohim said unto him in a dream, Yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart. For I also withheld thee from sinning against me. Therefore suffer I thee not to touch it." One more time. Let's read that again. Let's read Genesis 20 verse 6 again. "And Yahweh said unto him in a dream, Yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart. For I also withheld thee from sinning against me. Therefore suffer I thee not to touch her." Now, if Yahweh is telling Abimelech to him in this dream, where they're having a conversation with each other, that he prevented him from sinning against him, why would in the New Testament, if that was Yahweh, if the God of the New Testament was Yahweh, why would he allow his only begotten son, who is innocent, to die for the sins of the world? If we see in the book that came before the New Testament, he's not allowing Abimelech to die because of false witness, because Yah sees everything. And he wasn't going to allow Abimelech to just perish just because he didn't like him. Nah, he kept it real with him. That's why he said in verse 6, he knew that thou didst this in the integrity of his heart, for he also withheld him from sinning against him. And he told him, now that you know that this is Abraham's wife and not just his sister, now y'all need to separate before I use my hand against you. And that's when Abraham got blessed with all these riches and substance, great substance. But yeah, that's just a couple examples right there. Now let's go to reason number 2, where it says Yahweh wouldn't kill the innocent for the righteous. Or excuse me, Yahweh wouldn't kill the innocent for the wicked. It's another thing they lie about in this Christianity. They lie about a man down for sins. He's not gonna sacrifice any righteous for the wicked. Never. Never. Yahweh is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Yahweh is righteous and everlasting Elohim, the living Elohim, the true Elohim. He would never sacrifice an innocent man, an innocent woman, innocent bystander, none of that. He would never do none of that for the wicked. Now, let's give an example of this, right? Let's go to believe it's Genesis chapter 18. All right, to give me one moment, y'all. Now watch this. I don't want to have this video be too long for y'all, but I'm going to start at verse 22 of Genesis chapter 18, where it says, "And the men turned their faces from thence and went towards Sodom, but Abraham stood yet before Yahweh. And Abraham drew near and said, Wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked?" One more time. Genesis 18:23. "And Abraham drew near and said, Wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked?" One more time. This is another individual. Well, we know this is Abraham, the father of Israel, the Hebrews. The Hebrews. It actually is. You could technically say his grandfather, but yes, another man that knows that Yahweh wouldn't sacrifice the righteous for the wicked. That's why he was like, "Are you gonna destroy the righteous with the wicked?" And then let's keep on reading where it says, "Peradventure there be 50 righteous within the city. Wilt thou also destroy and not spare the place for the 50 righteous that are therein? That be far from thee to do after this manner, to slay the righteous with the wicked, and that the righteous should be as the wicked. That be far from thee. Shall not the judge of all the earth do this?" And that right there just exposes that Trinity doctrine that was made up by a very demonic man. Because he said, Abraham, the patriarch, that's very popular saying to say of the Hebrews. This man said, "Shall not the judge?" What is a judge? A judge isn't three people in one. A judge is one individual. He said, "Shall not the judge of all the earth do right?" And then Yahweh, because again, he's a righteous Elohim and will never sacrifice the righteous for the wicked. That includes a begotten son that died for everyone's sin. God so loved the world, lies, lie. Where it says in verse 26, "And Yahweh said, If I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sakes." And then it gets even better as we continue to read the verses. Verse 27, "And Abraham answered and said, Behold now, I have taken upon me to speak unto Yahweh, which am but dust and ashes. Peradventure there shall lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Wilt thou destroy all the city for lack of 5? And he said, If I find there 40 and 5, I will not destroy it. And he spake unto him yet again and said, Peradventure there shall be 40 found there. And he said, I will not do it for 40's sake. And he said unto him, Oh, let not Yahweh be angry, and I will speak. Peradventure there shall 30 be found there. And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there. And he said, Behold, I have taken upon me to speak unto Yahweh. Peradventure there shall be 20 found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 20's sake. And he said, Oh, let not Yahweh be angry, and I will speak yet but this once. You got to think. Abraham's just, he respects Yahweh. He knows that, who he's dealing with. He's like, man, I just keep, begging this man. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Shoot, if I get the 5, he might kill me right here. He was very, intimidated as he kept going down the numbers. But Yahweh being righteous, he kept letting them know, it don't matter if it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not one man, not one woman, not one individual is going to die for the wicked. Not one person who's innocent is going to die for the wicked. He's letting it be known right here. Plain and simple. Plain English. Let's go on verse 32. And he said, Oh, let not Yahweh be angry, and I will speak yet but this once. Peradventure 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 10's sakes. And Yahweh went his way as soon as he had left communion with Abraham, and Abraham returned unto his place. Man, he would never kill the innocent for the wicked. And the third reason why Yahweh has no begotten son is he's not corrupted by emotion. Yahweh just gets it done, as any good leader does. He's in charge. He knows exactly the specific game plan it takes to achieve victory, to know better than what his subordinates knows. There's people that think they have Yahweh figured out, but how can you figure out someone who created you, created your mother, created your father, created this earth, created buildings? Because you can't even just give it all the glory to just humans. Yahweh gave humans the ability to think, to be able to brainstorm ideas on how they'll be able to make civilizations rise. Just like in the Tower of Babel in Genesis chapter 11, he gave humans the ability to come up with a way to build a tower, even though it was wicked, because they was trying to reach up to the top of heaven, the ringleader being Nimrod, the Hamite. But that just shows the glory of Yahweh, how he made them so smart that they used their smart, that their brain power that Yahweh gave them. They used it for evil and not for good. That just goes to show that, if it wasn't for Yahweh, man would even be thinking about trying to compete with him. That destroys atheists right there. I just did that without even trying. But yeah, man. Yeah, he's not corrupted by emotion. He just gets it done. We're gonna show this in Genesis chapter 4. And we're gonna start at verse 9, where it says, And Yahweh said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which had opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. Now, this just destroys the whole, JC dying on the cross thing. Because again, if Yahweh was letting Cain know that because he killed Abel, he's cursed from the earth, because his brother's blood had went on the ground that opened up the earth and received his brother's blood. So why would Yahweh purposefully curse Romans into killing his begotten son so that they don't have a fair shot at even repenting to Yahweh? You see how this doesn't make sense? For those that have eyes to see and ears to hear, and are not blinded by religion and prideful nonsense. That's one of the 7 things that Yahweh hates, by the way. He hates pride. Are you about the scriptures or are you about religion? But yeah, it's a great question. Why would Yahweh purposefully curse Romans into spilling his begotten son's blood so that they didn't have a chance to be righteous, even though we see the difference between the Old Testament, as they call it, and the New Testament. We see that Yahweh spared those. Matter of fact, he prevented people from sinning. Same thing in Genesis 22, where Yahweh spared or prevented Abraham from killing his only begotten son. Well, I can't even say only, but y'all know what I'm talking about. He prevented him from killing his son because he's righteous. Why would Yahweh again let the innocent be killed? That's why he stopped Abraham in the middle, because he was testing him to see if he would abide by his commandment to kill his only son that he loved. And guess what? He was about to do it, but he got stopped. And he said, now that I know that thou fearest Elohim. We all know this. But what did the Flavian dynasty do? They took that, put it in the New Testament, and then lied, saying that this was a prophecy that Yahweh would sacrifice his only begotten son. That's what these devils do. They're all in cahoots with each other. They're in cahoots with Cain, who is a vagabond. Who do you think these people are running the world today? Again, the Jewish people, as they call today, pretending to be someone they not. Same thing with Esau. He was Yaakov's brother, and then he changed up his skin color to where he became white, like the seed of Cain, like a white man, because he was black before, but his pigmentation changed over time. And this is what we have today. That's where the modern day Hebrew Israelites, I can't even call them modern day, excuse me, the Christ worshippers who call themselves Hebrew Israelites but hang on to this Yahweh nonsense. That's where they get this Esau is the white man stuff, but they're not going by the scriptures because they're forgetting that Esau was the brother of Yaakov, and it's really Cain who they really should be calling out. But yeah, and even after matter of fact, we'll just read it, and then I'll give my commentary after where it says, when thou tellest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Now, right here, Cain is not innocent. But look at Yahweh being so fair and not corrupted by emotion like us humans. Because we could easily be in our feelings and just go off of our rage, go off of our anger. Because we could be like, we'll calm down after our blood pressure lowers down in like a couple hours or maybe even a few minutes or so. But nah, Yahweh, because he's holy, he's always, he's gonna keep an even state of mind, even though we've seen how he gets angry. But that's the thing. Yahweh is slow to anger. You have to really, do something very wicked, like what they did in Sodom and Gomorrah. You gotta be some type of man. You gotta. It takes. I mean, we all sinners and whatnot. But man, you really gotta do something wild to make Yahweh angry, to where he rains fire and brimstone and takes out a whole city Sodom and Gomorrah, like, gone. Because, man, he's fair. And then watch this in 15 where it says, and Yahweh said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And Yahweh set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. Plot twist, this is where the mark of the beast comes from. Yep, that's right. That's where they got this from. The Flavian dynasty took this from the Tanakh and put it in their new abomination. And that's where they started spreading the nonsense, started fear-mongering people into saying, it's going to be some chip in your right hand, and anyone that takes it, they're going to hell, and yeah, that's about it. But nah, the mark of the beast is already here. You got a government name, pay taxes, car insurance, all that, all the database fingerprints, they got you. That's the mark right there. They already got you. There you go. But that's for another video. But yeah, man, before I wrap this up, I just wanted to show this as well. One of my favorite verses in the Tanakh. All praise to the Most High. Because for whatever reason, JC believers, Christians, whatever you want to call them, they ignore this. And I just get, man, at least I tried. I mean, I thought I did a good job. Showing Ezekiel chapter 20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. And I gave many examples on how Yahweh will not slay the innocent for the wicked. He will not slay the righteous for the wicked. Never. You will never see that. Unless you read the New Testament and don't know what the Tanakh says. But yeah, I think I got more, but I mean, that's about it, man. Those are the 3 reasons why Yahweh has no begotten son. Yeah, man. Just wanted to share that with y'all. Shout out to y'all. Y'all remnant. Shout out to everyone who leaves a like on the video. Shout out to everyone who is sharing the content. And I'm thankful for everyone that tuned in. And if you are not subscribed, subscribe, whether you love me, hate me, whatever it is. And yeah, man. And also, when y'all people who aren't subscribed, when y'all subscribe, make sure y'all got post notifications turned on. And yeah, man. Y'all have a good one, whether you're from the house of Israel or a Gentile. I'm out. Peace.